Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Fixture. In the middle, Mark Jennings assisted by Tyson Bilby and Renee Chung. The rain has gone away. We've had pretty consistent rain since about 4 o'clock, but it's gone away just in time as we count down towards kickoff between the two sides. Starting lineup for West Torrens Birkalla today, we're going to have number 3, Mabel Day. Number 4, Nicole Robinson. Number 7, Talia Bilardo. Number 11, Malia Terrazon. Number 14, Elise McCauley. Number 16, captain and playing her 300th game, Sarah Chappell. Number 20, in goals, Iona Kurosawa. Number 21, Hayley Needs. Number 23, Dylan Holmes. Number 25, Jasmine Franks. And number 38, Isabel Hodgson. Mabel Day comes in for Ellie Princess, who is absent tonight. Lining up for Flinders in goals, we've got Amy Benton. Number 8, Lily Nichols. Number 15, Bianca Gray. Number 17, Jolie Dowling. Number 18, Leslie Quigina. Number 22, Chloe Vanderwater. Number 24, Charlotte Knight. Number 27, Annika Nielsen. Number 28, Georgia Bolton. Number 40, Eliza McDonald-Hall. And number 99, Nicole Hobbs. Captain Bethany Bill is absent for Flinders tonight. Coming in is Chloe Vanderwater and their striker, Vicky Juma, also out. Georgia Bolton comes into the starting lineup for Flinders United. Stage is set and everyone's ready, and we're all set for kickoff here at Jack Smith Park for round 12 action of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. Coaches for West Torrens Birkalla, Mitch Nicholson, and their captain Sarah Chappell, as we did mention, playing her 300th game in the FSA leagues tonight. We kicked off. Early foul called by the referee, going the way of Flinders. What they would do, grab something out of this game. Season hasn't gone all to plan. Birkalla, big improvement this year. They will absolutely want to get the momentum flowing very early. They can bounce back from a poor result last week where they fell down 2-0 against Campbelltown City. Something they certainly wouldn't be too happy about. 2 defensive blunders. And ultimately Campbelltown were able to capitalise. As for Flinders United, they held their own for 70 minutes against Adelaide Uni. But it was 3 quick goals. They found themselves 4-0 in a flash. Here's Flinders moving forward. Foul on top of the box. Free kick in a dangerous area for Flinders United. It's going to be Bianca Gray. Doesn't look like she's lining up for a shot. What's she got for us? She does, she puts it up. Caught in the end by Kurosawa. Kick the ball straight into Flinders' attacker. There's Knight, who plays it wide. All coming in here. Danger dealt with. And here's Isabel Hodgson. Shows her quality through the park. It's Franks. Plays it back to Macaulay. Back to her goalkeeper, Kurosawa. Doesn't get too far. Flinders come forward again. Ball over the top. Headed on. No further. The goalkeeper. Here's Franks. She drives forward. She has Hodgson ahead of her. Good touch. Looks inside as well, and that's Dylan Holmes. Goes wide. Well, it's Mabel Day. Looks to get a cross in. Wins her side a throw in. The ball's crossed in, and there's a tap in at the back post by Isabel Hodgson. He makes it 1-0. And it's very early on. West Torrens Birkalla stamp their authority against Flinders United. All happened so quickly. And now I guess we're going to have to see what Flinders United are made out of. Can they bounce back? And it's Isabel Hodgson, the LA United superstar, who's able to find the net. And that takes her tally to 3 goals in the Apex Steel NPLSA. Coming forward again, Birkalla. Ball's up in the air to be contested. Headed on by Bolton. And here come Flinders. Bit of space on this left-hand side. Cross. Not able to do any danger. And Kurosawa is not complaining about that one. Birkalla looking very dangerous on this left wing. Isabel Hodgson particularly. She's already found herself on the board. And she's been on the ball all up and down that wing. There's the captain, Sarah Chappell. She's unable to find her intended target. And there's Holmes. Intercepted well. Drives forward. Ball sent long. Out for a Flinders United throw in. Here's Tarazon. Attacks. That's Leslie Quiginer wearing the captain's armband tonight for Flinders United. Obviously in the absence of Bethany Bill. She'll be looking to get her side pumped and back into this game as soon as possible. There's Hodgson. Chappell plays back to her keeper. It's Franks. Nice little 1-2 with Hodgson. She switches the ball out. As Birkalla have space now. Drive forward. Solid defending out the back by Flinders. Able to win a goal kick. Amy Benton happy to take her time. She dinks the ball out. Only as far as Tarazon. There's Holmes. Looking for Hodgson. That LA United combo. Certainly a delight to watch. As Gray loses out possession. The ball ends up at the feet of Amy Benton. It's cleared up. Here's Hodgson. Good ball over the top by Tarzan. It's Holmes. Flicked on. Here's a second chance for a second. And it's 2-0. It's Talia Bilardo. She puts her side 2-0 up. And things are not looking good for Flinders United early on. We knew it was going to be a tough uphill battle for Flinders United, but very early on, they've made it even harder for themselves. Or is that just the quality of West Torrens Birkalla? Ball sent long. Tara's on. Opportunity here for Flinders. Wide, unable to be retrieved by Van der Water. Birkalla looking to play out. There's Chappell, happy to treat back to her goalkeeper. She plays it wide to Mabel Day. Flinders drive forward. Ball sent wide. Once again, Annika Nielsen unable to get to the ball. Pass was certainly overhit. Bit of a press on by Flinders United. Here come Birkalla. Very deadly. Playing out from the back. Can they transition into and potentially go 3 up? For some solid defending. There's Holmes. Good interception. There's Needs. Looks to contest. Finds ball back at her feet. Ball goes out for a Flinders United throw in. You'd think you'd be in cruise control already, 2-0 up, but Mitch Nicholson is ever so vocal on the bench for West Torrens Birkalla. They're a team that have a lot to prove. Finishing 6th last year. Funny enough, they conceded. Here's Flinders. Shot off, interception. There's Holmes in the middle of the park. Onto the target. Ball sent through by Bilardo. Benton sweeps out well. As I was saying, West Torrens Birkalla actually conceded the most goals of any side in the Apex Steel WNPL last season, conceding 50 goals. Right now, we're 12 rounds in, and they've only conceded the 12. So huge improvement there from West Torrens Birkalla. Yes, 2 of their goals last week. They won't want to re-watch. But with a bit of stability in the back line, they are definitely going to be a force come finals time. As they will expect to go toe-to-toe with the big clubs in West Adelaide, Salisbury Inter, your Campbelltown. Maybe an opportunity to make a statement today. Tara's on. She goes wide. She's got Franks, who's found herself in behind. She has Hodgson across the box. Elects to shoot herself. Put it wide in the end, but the flag was up for offside. Certainly showing more danger. Benton's going to come up to take. She sends long. As Chappell gets a knee on it. It's Vanderwater. So that's Bolton. Apologies. Fights after it. It's going to be Annika Nielsen to come up and take the throw in. Apologies, the Flinders United kit makes it incredibly hard to identify player numbers at times. Here's Flinders. Opportunity here for Flinders. Falls. And it's the captain. Good save by Kurosawa. It's Leslie Queen here. He had the shot. Forcing Ayona Kurosawa to make a good save to earn near post. As we approach the 15-minute mark on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, it's West Torrens Birkalla lead Flinders United 2-0. Flinders just creating their best chance of the night so far. Here's Bolton to cross it in. There's numbers forward for Flinders. Headers one, back across. Going to be dealt with. And Birkalla look to flood forward. Annika Nielsen does well to prevent that counter-attack. And let's not forget, around the grounds, we do have that Han Australia Cup semi-final or qualifier. As Hodgson looks to attack, dealt with well. Flinders. Bolton. She does well. Good touch forward as the cross comes in. Almost caught Kurosawa off guard as it bumps into the side netting. And there's Georgia Bolton there, who could have created something out of nothing for Flinders United. Of course, she has 2 goals in the Apex Steel WNPLSA season this year. Equal top with Vicky Juma. They've struggled to score this year. Flinders just the 7 games. There's 7 goals so far. I would love a couple tonight. As they drive forward. Opportunity. It's cleared. There's Holmes. She goes wide to Needs. She drives with pace. Good pace. Puts it across on that right boot. Can find her intended target. And Izzy Hodgson. Yes, obviously West Torrens Birkalla playing against FK Beograd in that semi-final, or when there's issues. Oh, and Amy Benton, mate, the ball has fallen in her hands. It was an error in the back. As Birkalla with that high press, so easily could have been 3-0. Some real fortune there for Flinders United. Certainly a few people at Birkalla may feel a bit hard done by, as it does clash with a semi-final for another side in the club. But we have the action here tonight. Birkalla look to go forward. It's intercepted. It's a good ball. It's Knight. She's unable to keep the ball in. fairy tale if Captain Sarah Chappell was able to get on the score sheet tonight. Game 300, she played 100 for West Torrens Birkalla back in round 1 of this season. What it would mean to her if she was able to create something special on this evening. Made her senior debut back in 2012 for Sturt Marion. Back when they were quite strong in the women's department. Obviously Sturt Marion have announced just recently this year that they will be joining State League 2. Fingers crossed that club's able to build their way up. And here's a ball in for Birkalla. This could be 3. Dealt with. And the ball rolls out very slowly for a throw-in. But yes, hopefully they're able to build themselves up. Sturt Marion in the coming years. Both in the men's and females. There's a throw in. Ball is looped up high. Benton does well to deal with it. It falls to Hodgson. Referee blows his whistle. Maybe a foul on Benton. She looks to get play underway early. It's intercepted by Tarazon. Back to Franks. There's McCauley. Kurosawa. Back to Alice McCauley. She finds Holmes in the centre. Does well to find Franks. Franks with very nice flick on. Very well read there. It's offside anyway. The weather certainly has held up so far. Obviously we all were a bit worried when we checked the weather and saw we could have potentially up to 30 mils across today. Obviously haven't got that as of yet. Fingers crossed that doesn't come anytime in the next 90 or so minutes. Comes back to the goalkeeper. She goes to Mabel Day. She has Needs, who comes and presents. Flinders come forward again through their left wing. And shielded out very well from Nicole Robinson. Out for a goal kick. Birkalla happy to get things going quickly. Have a real grip on this game so far. Well, comfortable in possession. It's going to be Flinders who looks great, who plays back to a goalkeeper. But yes, it's Flinders who are going to have to catch Birkalla on the counter attack. Or ball force Benton. Izzy Hodgson did very well to shut her down, as Benton was able to retrieve. But the Socceroos the other night demonstrated it perfectly. Sit back, absorb the pressure, hit the counter attack. They had the whole nation in absolute raptures on Sunday afternoon. Cooley's back to her goalkeeper. Wide to Day. Opportunities intercepted. And Flinders again. Quick in here. couldn't get past. Opportunity once again for Flinders. Some good body work. It's a good battle between Nilsson and Franks. Franks gets it on quickly. Throw in one for Flinders United. Ball's up. Throw in, looking for a flick on. Tarzan clears. There's Knipe. Will look to be crossed in, but there's a bit of wind potentially taking part. That cross not being able to find its intended target. Kurosawa to Robinson. Go. Hodgson. She switches wide to Day. Drives forward, looking for needs again. Dealt with by Flinders. Dangerous area to have a throw in, as we had seen earlier on in the night, where Birkalla were able to find their first goal. Foul called. Going the way of West Torrens Birkalla. Called by Mark Jennings. Dangerous area. Personally think anywhere is a dangerous area in a game in a night with conditions like this. Swelling wind. Slippery. And obviously that attacking presence of West Torrens Birkalla. As the ball's whipped in over everybody. Out for a goal kick. Obviously these two teams did meet last month, where West Torrens Birkalla ran out 5-0 winners. That was in the cup. Goal scored by Sarah Chappell, Sasha Williams, Alice McCauley, Ellie Parinsis and Angela Mills. 5 independent individual goal scorers on that night. Right now we got 2. Oh, opportunity there for Flinders. Just couldn't find her way in. Retrieve well. This back pass going to get back to Benton. Benton, very confident, attempted to take on the attacker. In all fairness, I guess you could say she's done well because she's won herself a goal kick. Back in round 3, these two teams did play, where Birkalla ran out 4-2 winners over West Torrens Birkalla, over Flinders United, apologies. We go back to round 8, 2024, where Flinders United last beat West Torrens Birkalla. Flinders captain Bethany Beale got on the score sheet, obviously not playing tonight. And here comes Holmes driving forward. She sends Izzy Hodgson through. Hodgson goes down. The referee thinks nothing of it. Some Brilliant defending there. Flinders come forward now. It's Franks having to play back to a keeper. Bit of trouble here. Kurosawa. Ball just reaches her in time. Bit of heart in mouth stuff there in the back line of West Torrens Birkalla. Game sort of mellowed out now. Birkalla going 2-0 up early on the One World LED and Sportive scoreboard. We're now 30 minutes into this fixture. Ball crossed in. It's over everyone. It's Needs at the back post. Wasn't able to connect properly. Benton gets on quickly. And here come Flinders. Now for a throw in. Obviously, Flinders finished last year in 8th position, escaping relegation on the 19 points. I believe it was their record points tally last year. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to back that up this year. And here's Birkalla coming forward. It's Bilardo, the goal scorer. To the other goal scorer, Hodgson. She has to do a bit of work to keep it in. Assistant referee flag is up, which has not come to the attention of referee Mark Jennings as of yet. I believe it will be for offside. That's exactly what we're going to get. It's going to be a Flinders United kick. But yes, obviously just the 1 point this year. The sacking of their coach earlier on. And they've brought in Justin Evans, who has been around the club for a long, long time. He just hasn't been able to find any luck as of yet for Flinders United, as games do start to run out. There's still results to come though. They sit 5 points behind Metro Stars. Both teams still have to play again in a few weeks. But that may be the last opportunity for Flinders United to grab some points, as their final 2 games come up against West Adelaide, who no one seems to be able to take points off of as of now, and Source Rienzo, who will certainly be pushing to finish as high as possible. Bit of a lash touch, his snipe. Got a referee whistle. I don't think he's too happy with the way Tarazon slid in for the challenge. Flinders United have a free kick. Look to be put into the box. Ball sent in. Good opportunity. Just couldn't get her foot to it. Great ball in from Bianca Gray. Kurosawa very thankful there was no boot on that. Flinders dealt out of harm's way. Birkalla going to attack again through Needs. Good to hold the ball up. Play is Tarazon, loses out. It's a good defensive cover by Georgia Bolton. get too forward. It's Chappell. So composed on the ball. Had two players on her. Did very well to get Birkalla out of danger. We're back to Kurosawa. Plays. It's Franks. Aside for Izzy Hodgson. He has options. Gets lucky, recovers the ball well. There's Holmes. Plays out to Robinson. And here comes Birkalla. Day plays it to Needs. Puts the ball across the 6-yard box. Amy Benton does very well. To provoke any extra danger. Good ball by Needs. That's what you want. Low and hard across the 6-yard box. Especially in these conditions where the ball skids. Anything can happen. Someone can just throw out their boot. Whether it be an attacker or a defender. And here comes Flinders. Through Knight. Brilliant goalkeeping by Ayuna Kurosawa. The 15-year-old. Just out of reach. It'd be great to see what she can do in the coming years for Flinders. Flinders, a bit of a late challenge there. Birkalla bench not too happy about that. But yeah, just playing at this level at 15 years old, you've certainly got a bright future ahead of you. Has Charlotte Knipe. Whether she goes on to be a Flinders United legend or she excels even more and has higher aspirations in the near future. The ceiling is certainly high. There's Needs. Plays back. Back to Robinson. It's Holmes over there. Using their goalkeeper Kurosawa as an outlet once again. And Franks takes a bit of a heavy touch inside. Ran straight into trouble. She does win herself a throw-in, in which she will take. There's McCauley. Right now here's Robinson. Flinders certainly not backing off. As of yet, they're still showing some attacking promise. Don't know whether maybe they just need a bit of luck. A couple times has the ball just been out of reach. Obviously, Knight had a chance before. Bolton had a chance that was saved by Kurosawa. In saying that, can they stick strong at the back and keep it only a 2-goal deficit going into half time, and they can regroup, come out in this second half and see what they can do, cause an upset. Certainly on the cards. We've seen crazier things happen. Obviously, if you do want to refer back to the FIFA World Cup, Cape Verde holding one of the favourites, Spain, to a 0-0 draw. Who would have saw that one coming? And the confidence it would give Flinders if they're able to get back into the game, going into not only the rest of this match, but the rest of their season. Get it kick start. Something that's looking very unlikely at the moment in escaping relegation, but can never rule them out. Hodgson puts a good ball in, dealt with well. Opportunity as Holmes. She lost out. Be reluctant to just put her foot straight through it. Obviously she's got that quality. She can take that touch around the defender, find some space, grab a goal. There's Flinders attacking now. Over the top. They are happy to let it roll through to her. She's happy to take a bit of sting out of the game. Plays it wide as Franks. Cooley plays it around to her goalkeeper. There's that switch across again. Intercepted well. Flinders actually have numbers. Unable to be brought down by Annika Nielsen. Bianca Gray did well to win possession there and look to create something for Flinders. Goes out for a throw in. Deep in Flinders United's attacking third. We'll look to box him in for something. Balls up high and into the crowd. So now Flinders have the throw in. Can we create as this first half ticks down towards the 45th minute? Still 4 or so minutes to go. That does very well. Quick throw in from Nielsen. It's off the Birkalla defender, it's Franks. And we're back to square one. Flinders United throw in. Wide. Touch was brought down. Ball does go across. It's Bilardo who does contest. And here come West Torrens Birkalla now. The numbers absolutely flooding forward. Hodgson had Holmes sprinting on that right wing. Just couldn't get past that Flinders defence. There's Hodgson. Dealt with well. By Eliza McDonald Hall. Tonight's playing on that left fullback role. Actually looks to get forward now. As Flinders come forward. Quick turn and believe it or not, we've got a 3 against 2 here. West Torrens Birkalla. Very good delay of play. Ball over the top to Hodgson. Thought she may have been offside, but unable to bring it down anyway. Birkalla happy to reset. Coming forward. Nice dummy from Hodgson. Tarzan. And able to do exactly what she would have liked to do there. Bit of a heavy touch. Does end up winning her side a throw in. Now Franks with a loose pass back. Macaulay. No worries. Got to her target anyway. Robinson. Kurosawa. Gonna go straight back across. So Birkalla want to attack. One more time before the conclusion of this first half. Franks has good pressure on. Does commit the foul on Annika Nielsen though. Benton to take. She's going to send long. There's Hodgson. Quiggener. Can get past Franks again. Hodgson has space in the middle of the park. She goes out to her right back, Day. Day drives forward, looking to get it over the top. Couldn't get it over the top of Bianca Gray. And now Flinders find themselves with a bit of space. Jasmine Franks does very well again. Very solid first half by her. It's Nielsen to take the throw in. Dealt with well by Franks. It's Kurosawa. So we do enter stoppage time. That is the 45 concluded as of 24 seconds ago. Birkalla want one more before half time. Tell you what, if they were to grab one more, it may be curtains for Flinders. 3-0 deficit. And Birkalla do look to attack. It's Hodgson at the back stick. Big opportunity. Ball just skid on a bit quicker than she would have expected. And that is the conclusion of the first half. It's West Torrens Birkalla leading Flinders United 2-0. Two very early goals. It was Izzy Hodgson put her team on the board very early. And it wasn't too long later, Talia Bilardo doubled her side's advantage. Flinders certainly could have dropped their head completely, but they're still playing with a bit of intention and hope. There's positivity there. And I'd certainly love to know what Coach Justin Evans has to say at half-time. I just wonder if he can get his side going. And maybe they can cause some havoc in the second half. In the meantime, we're going to have a break. We'll see you in the second half.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text, lost snack, backseat argument or hair emergency that's worth taking your eyes off the road for a moment. This is going to sound crazy, but not even a French fry. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and choose not to drive when you're tired, upset or under the influence. Pull over if you need to. And why not take a sec to pledge to drive so others survive? But again, later, when you get home.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
with RAA, proud sponsors of the RAA NPLSA, as Christoph Panendas wins that header. Here's Tabaris. It's a touch, but eventually cleared by Vidmar. And French hits it again! French with the volley that Harpers could not save. Side finds Mullen. Mullen hits one from distance, and it's in! Mullen with a screamer! Absolute worldie from Mullen.
Goal of the week for sure.
Who has probably just gone and won the game for Playford in the 92nd minute.
Bonner, and it's in the bottom right corner. Captain Fantastic Aladdin Irabona puts his side ahead late in this clash, and are they on their way to 3 points for the first time this season? You didn't know which way it was going to go, who was going to take it, but you knew the final action was going to be the ball in the...
Just trying to calm things down at the moment after that. Lapsing concentration. Ball over the top here for Stam. Will get there first. Will Riley Stam, and he'll chip in brilliantly. At the club of his youth, Riley Stam scoring the first in this one. And what a finish.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining, and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level, and with a better level there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Hello and welcome back to Jack Smith Park as we look to get underway in this second half between West Torrens Birkalla and Flinders United. If you've just joined us coming from that Australia Cup semi-final, it may be a bit bittersweet for West Torrens Birkalla fans, but West Torrens Birkalla do lead Flinders 2-0. Obviously, if not aware, in that fixture, it was FK Beograd who have qualified for the Australian Cup national rounds as they join Cumberland United. Bit unfortunate for West Torrens Birkalla in that aspect. As we're underway, Knipe shows some real quick pressure on Macaulay. She does well to deal with. But it'll be interesting to see what Justin Evans, how he's managed to rally up his side as they look to turn around this 2-goal deficit. It is a change. Flinders have made one change. It's Blessing Akakpo, who's on the ball now. She's come on, unable to identify who has come off as of now. Akpalu, Blessing Akpalu, sorry. Apologies. And here come Birkalla, obviously went up so early. All it took was 4 minutes. And Izzy Hodgson found herself on the score sheet. It was just 5 minutes later. Birkalla put themselves 2-0 up through Talia Bilardo. Be interesting to see if they come out with that sort of intensity again. I can really argue if they do put a couple past early, there will be curtains. This ball's put across, and Benton missed the first punch, did very well on the second. Flinders coming forward again. I would love a goal. Obviously, as we did say earlier in the first half, goals aren't something that are coming too regularly. As Needs finds herself offside for Flinders United. Nicole Hobbs did find the net against Modbury Vista 2 weeks ago in their 2-1 loss. But other than that, it has been pretty grim. Go back to 10th of April where they put one past Campbelltown in that 5-1 loss. That's Georgia Bolton. It's Bianca Gray who's now taken the captaincy. So I can identify Leslie Quiginier has departed the pitch. Here's Flinders from McDonald Hall. To Flinders' credit, they did put 7 past Elizabeth Grove in the second round of their cup, where they did win that game 7-0. There's an off ball. Bit of a collision between Tarazon and Georgia Bolton. Obviously that 7-0 win against Grove in the cup, showing maybe they still are just a stretch too good for Women's State League. I guess they'll have to prove that as they look to survive. But here come Birkalla driving forward. Opportunity. It's Holmes. Big handball shout. That was Hodgson, sorry. Once again, the two goal scorers combining a real attacking threat. A win here for Birkalla. We'll certainly see them, as Nees gets a shot off only as far as McDonald Hall. We'll certainly see them sit in second place at the conclusion of tonight. And it will just be a matter of whether of a result between Salisbury Inter and West Adelaide, which will be played on Friday night. If West Adelaide keep up their winning form, West Orange Birkalla will finish the round in second place as we race towards the later end in the season. Still plenty of water to go under the bridge though. An improvement from 6th last season. Only just squeezing into finals. Apologies. I didn't make finals last year. Don't believe. I would need to get my facts right there. As Needs puts the ball across. Looking for Hodgson. There's Franks. Birkalla do have a tough task next week. Bit of fancy footwork from Kurosawa as they they head to LJ Hooker Marland Sports Park to take on Adelaide Comets. They certainly are breathing down the neck. Just 3 points behind West Orange Birkalla, sitting in 4th place. Adelaide Comets will take on Modbury Vista later on this weekend. Will be Flinders United, who will take on Football SA State Squad next week at Service FM Stadium. Maybe a potential opportunity. Hopefully they can grab some momentum in this game. Go into that game fully swinging. And here they do coming forward. It's a good ball in behind. Just a touch too heavy. Unable to be retrieved. I will not lie, the weather certainly has held off for us tonight. Certainly not complaining. Expected a lot worse conditions. A little bit of wind now, but nothing too drastic. Ball's played back to Benton. Out of the corner. Flinders do well to get out of it. It's Franks again. Finds Hodgson. She slots the ball in. Benton comes out. Makes a very good save. Talia Pilato was in there. Absolutely fearless goalkeeping from Amy Benton. She sends long. And it strikes the hand of Nicole Hobbs in the middle of the park. Interestingly, wearing the number 3, Amy Benton in goals. Certainly not something you see every day. Here's the opposing number 3 in Mabel Day. I've seen number 99. I've seen number 13. I've seen number 1. Certainly haven't seen the number 3 standing between the sticks before. Gray has the ball at her feet to take. She sends long and wide. Controlled well, actually. It's kept in. No, but it's going to be a throw in for Flinders United. once again. Throwing in Flinders United's attacking third. As Holmes flicks it on. Opportunity cross, blocked well. And Hodgson does well to keep it in the end. There's Holmes. There's plenty of space. She sends that long ball looking for Needs. It's going to be McDonald Hall. Who's going to be put under instant pressure by Hayley Needs. And there's Akpalu, loses out today. And Bilardo look to send through Hodgson, unable to find her. Only as far as Benton. As we did see earlier on in this second half, made a very good save to deny Birkalla going 3-0 up. Thrown in over the top of everyone. Tarzan, who missed her target, put out for a throw in. McDonald Hall comes up to take it. Obviously very versatile player. Can play an attack. But our defensive services needed ever so desperately. Maybe a potential change. Putting her up forward, as we do know she can score goals. Obviously winning the golden boot in the WSL for Flinders. There's Kurosawa, happy to step on it. Knight looks to press. Birkalla playing through so comfortably. Kurosawa sends long. Players go up. There's a Akpalu, sorry. Again. Head it off. Flinders, we've seen they're able to get the ball into their attacking third. They just haven't been able to create anything in this first or second half. Unfortunately, what's the use of having it forward if they can't create a proper chance? Bianca Gray to restart play. She sends long. Header one. It's gone all the way back to Bianca Gray. It was by Sarah Chappell. Here she is on the ball. Good turn. Nice little outside the foot pass. Here's Birkalla fleeing forward. It's Holmes. Unable to get to it. Assistant referee did have his flag up as well. Wouldn't have counted regardless of the result. Down there's McDonald Hall. Lost out. Does very well to win the ball back. Takes the pass Needs. There's all sent over the top. Needs find some space in front of her now. McDonald Hall does very well to get back. It's been very good to start off this second half. That's Eliza McDonald Hall. Coming in, swinging corner. Coming in off that left boot. On the keeper's head, anything can happen. It goes past everyone. I don't know how no one's managed to get a touch on that ball. Amy Benton will certainly be relieved. See it go out for a goal kick. Anything can happen in that 6-yard box. And the ball's whipped in hard and fast like that. Denton restarts play. Zach Palou. Needs back to her captain, Sarah Chappell. Goes to there's Day. Finds Holmes inside. She looked to get a flick on. Looking for Bilardo. Donald Hall does well. A view of the game is blocked by the bench. Substitutions to be made here for West Orange Birkalla. Coming on, Lena Voltslung, who scored 6 goals this year. Devastating attacking midfielder. And Annalise Simpson, the fullback. Coming off is Jasmine Franks and Dylan Holmes. Dylan Holmes done very well. Link up with her LA United teammate tonight, Izzy Hodgson, as you can see, and his needs wins us out of corner. Devastating duo though, the two of them. Obviously Hodgson was the one that found himself on the score sheet tonight. But you can certainly see the chemistry them two have built together. Realistically, they're playing all year round. Jasmine Franks tonight was exceptional in that fullback position for West Orange Birkalla. She'll get a well-deserved break. This former NTC player Annalise Simpson comes on. Thrown in. It's going to be out for a West Orange Birkalla corner. In swinging corner to be whipped in. Have a strong suspicion this one's going to be whipped in across. It's floated in penalty area. Numbers go up. Robinson who gives chase. Back out, crossed in, blocked well. Bit of spin almost favoured the West Orange Birkalla attack. Hodgson puts the ball down for Annalise Simpson. He throws in. Floated ball in, it's a good ball in. Hodgson flicks it back up. Opportunity here. It's Tarazon. It's outside the box, bit of fancy footwork. Good ball in on that left foot. Looking for Hodgson, she gets the header off. Benson came to challenge. Hodgson got there first, but sees the ball fly over the bar. Press here. Needs is going to close down quickly on McDonald Hall. Does well, uses her strength. Does well to turn Needs. It's blocked. Give me a throw in. Job done by Maple Day. Goes up. There's a header off. It was Van der Water. Lost out. Turn. There's Needs. There's Akpalu. She drives forward. A foot in by Day. That's Hobbs. Is unable to run onto it. Certainly not going to rule out Flinders United just yet. Doesn't matter, can they create something special here? Something from nothing even. The ball's thrown in by McDonald Hall. Headed straight back in their direction. Knight competes with Needs. Hobbs comes out the winner. She loses out to Volkswagen. Here comes Birkalla coming forward. It's Tarazon. Intercepted well. Can they take it up a notch, Flinders? Flinders United will look to make a sub. I'll give you confirmation on that very soon. It's going to be Lauren Frost coming on for Flinders United. And it's Nicole Hobbs making way. Number 20 coming on for number 99. Birkalla throw in on that far side over everyone. Ooh. Don't think she saw Needs coming. There's Needs. Flicks it on well for Robinson. She drives. Good foot in there. Good defending from Jolie Dowling there. Ball's played in quickly, bounces over everyone. Obviously being the artificial turf. Certainly a bit more bouncy. Flinders look to come forward now. Sent long. Knight will contest, does well. She's got speed, she does chase. It's Hodson. Does brilliantly. And the offside flag is up. Mitch Nicholson certainly thinks otherwise. Nothing we can change now. McDonald Hall. Touch inside. Akpalu. Just couldn't get past. Very solid defending there. And here's Needs. Can she use her pace? She has runners queuing up. Very good defending. Throw it up. One back. This is Tarazon. Goes out. It's Simpson who drives forward now. On that left foot, gets a shot off. Tipped over very well by Amy Benson. She's been vital for Flinders United in this second half. Some very good saves. And that leads to a corner for West Torrens Birkalla. Be crossed in. Ball comes in. Was on the head of Benson. She does very well again. Falls to. Ball's put in. Opportunity here. Can Flinders deal with it? They just need. And Benson again! Absolutely stunning save, diving to her right. Two incredible saves in the space of 60 seconds by Amy Benson. Ball's crossed in. It's over. Flicked on well. Chance here once again for Birkalla. Shots off. It's Tarazon on that left foot. Unable to make anything out of it. As we have 17 minutes gone on the One World LED and Sport scoreboard. It's West Torrens Birkalla leading Flinders United 2-0. Once again, we've gone an hour now without any goals. Last goal coming in the 9th minute. We did see two very early goals for West Torrens Birkalla. Maybe we all did think when that second goal had gone in, we were in for absolute goal fest. However, they've held their own, Flinders. Amy Benson in particular. This last couple of minutes, she's made some brilliant saves. Big one-on-one stop earlier in the second half. Flicked one over the bar. A diving save to her right, which we did just see. Benson as well intercepted there by Simpson. Happy to sit out for a throw in. It's Bianca Gray. Throw in. Goal kick. My apologies. All sent over the top. Balls over the top. Header flicked on. And Bilardo would have been licking her lips there. Unfortunate deflection off the Flinders defender head, putting it out for a corner. It's going to be Alice McCauley to whip the ball in. It's been a bit of a trend to put it on Amy Benson's head. See what havoc they can cause in that 6-yard box. She's done well to deal with it so far. See it again, this one floated deeper in the back post. Hodgson was at the back. Hodgson at the back. Over the top of her. To throw in for Flinders United. Here's Needs. As well, gets his shot off. Straight at Benson. As well to hold on. She looks to get play moving quickly as Flinders need something now. As they look to get themselves back in the game. It's McDonald Hall. She's fouled by Needs. The referee's happy to give his first caution of the night. Goes to Hayley Needs. More of a tactical foul, if anything. Bit of a laugh going on between Bianca Gray and Mitch Nicholson. Bit of friendly banter. She plays back to her keeper. Oh, Benson slips. Oh, uncontrolled there by Simpson. Looking to knife the target. She does well to put some pressure on. One down well. It's Akpalu, does well, uses her strength. There's McDonald Hall, drives, gets past Needs. It's Akpalu. Needs, does very well there. See, there was probably a bit of frustration in that challenge. Only just booked moments ago. McDonald Hall throws it in. It was Vanderwater who brought it down, and now she gives chase. There's Chappell with a turn, and now Chappell has some space. Ball's through. It's through everyone. It's Izzy Hodgson on that right foot. Once again, straight at Amy Benton. A bit of frustration starting to build on that for West Orange Birkalla. They just can't seem to get past her in the second half. She sends it long. They come now. Simpson drives forward using her pace. Loses out. Flinders can come forward now. Have numbers. Maybe over here. Knipe. Electrifying pace here. She's won off the goalkeeper. Brilliant save from Kurosawa. That was electrifying by Charlotte Knipe. Off the ball. Akpalu though. First real big chance for Flinders United. That's a great save to keep it at 2-0. Need to go up. Lily Nichols does well there. Still plenty of time left in this fixture. 2-0 is definitely a dangerous scoreline to lead by. You concede one and before you know it, you're only up by one. And all it takes is one straight kick and scores a level. McDonald Hall throws long. Snipe. She's starting to burst onto the scene a bit. Well, as far as Chappell sends long. To Benson. She sends long. Straight down the guts. And as far as Tarazone, it fell nicely to Hodgson. She sends through Bilardo. Shoots once again. Right at the chest of Benson. Alia Bilardo probably a bit disappointed. Didn't make proper connection with that. And here's Flinders attacking. Now, bit of pressure on. Very composed from Kurosawa. Obviously a very impressive resume. And goalkeeper of the year in the American College Department. Flinders will make some changes now. Mina Taylor to come on. And Sartine Udic. Annika Nielsen comes off. And I did miss seconds. Substitute Sartine Udic and Mina Taylor enter the field of play. McDonald Hall does very well in that header. And Akpalu does well. Here come Flinders. Unable to get onto that right foot, create any damage. It was Mina Taylor actually. Hits the referee. Just happy to restart play with a drop ball. Now we have Birkalla. Chappell. Obviously, around the grounds tonight, we did have that Han Australia Cup. Grizel's given it away here. Chapel does very well to recover for her side. It's that Han Australia Cup qualifying final between West Torrens Birkalla and FK Beograd. FK Beograd ran away 3-0 winners over West Torrens Birkalla. There's going to be some changes on that West Torrens Birkalla bench. It's going to be number 32, Marie Porniotis, coming on. Number 34, Ajok Mathiang, who made her debut last week. And number 28, Lara Dragani. Hayley Needs comes off. Obviously, that had that caution. Izzy Hodgson also makes way. And Mabel Day. Bringing on a bit of youth off that West Torrens Birkalla bench. Sent over. There's become Birkalla. It's Porniotis. Here's McDonald Hall. Flicked on. Very well done there from Vanderwater. Can she recover? No. The referee's called for a foul on the way of Flinders United. Going to be crossed in. Can they create something from nothing here? Flinders United. Ball sent in by Gray. Off head. With well, and Gray does well. Bring that down. There's Dragani, who puts pressure on. Flinders do well to escape. McDonald Hill. Akpalu. And Porniotis does very well to win her side a throw in. Sent long. Misread. Here comes Masiak. And a bit of an ambitious shot. Goal kick for Amy Benson. So the clock ticks down. She looks for McDonald Hall. Only as far as Dragani. She does well to header it out for a throw in. Thrown in. Flicked on off Flinders. It's off Vanderwater. As a throw in. Simpson takes it quickly. Donald Hall. Birkalla gained territory. Sent long. Great as well. And the header with a heavy touch. Unable to do anything with Simpson once again. Flicked on well. Bellato. There's Porniotis, chest down. That's what to recover. There's Dragani again. McDonald Hall coming in. She's been fantastic in this second half. Obviously, we have seen some second half collapses from Flinders United. Back when they played Comets, conceded 0-0 at half time. Game finished 5-0. Obviously, last week they conceded 3 goals in 6 minutes against Adelaide Uni, which blew the scoreline out to 4-0. Horniotis on that ball. As well, plays back to her captain. Chappell goes wide. Brilliant ball in. But Tarazon was unable to bring control at her feet. 5 minutes left of regular time on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Oh, Birkalla lead comfortably 2-0. Flinders certainly haven't embarrassed themselves, absolutely not. Marathiang gives chase, keeps the ball in, decides to let it run for a throw in. Especially with the likes of Bethany Beale, their captain out, Vicky Juma, their striker, absent tonight also. She's just seen me down on the sidelines as well. Mention her name. Maybe she could have made an impact up top for Flinders United. Ball sent out. As Birkalla will happily play this game at the slower pace. Crafty little turn there. Good ball across the box, held well by Benson. She'll get her side up as quick as possible. She sends long. Controlled well. Not in the end, unfortunately. There's Simpson. Finds inside. That was Folgersung. To make much of an impact over the top. In fact, here she is now. It was Marathon closing in quickly. It's out of harm's way for a Birkalla corner kick. Alice McCauley. Cross it in on that left boot once again. Plays it quickly. Ball's up across the box. Dealt with well by Flinders. Twice. And cleared out. Simpson plays back. And Chappell so composed on the ball. She'll be happy to play match number 300 tonight. Finish with 3 points and a clean sheet. Simpson. Marathon, great ball in here. Opportunity for Birkalla to make it 3. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's Malia Tarazon who makes it 3-0 for West Torrens Birkalla. The goal was certainly coming at some point in this second half. And it's come in the 89th minute. And while they've put up a fight in this second half, Flinders United, that is the knockout blow. Maybe a bit of sign of relief for Mitch Nicholson on the bench. As Birkalla now have the 3 points in the bag. Simpson wins the header. Dragani. Well, that's it, McCauley. She looks for Mathiang. Slightly out of reach. Goes out for a goal kick. So we kick down Approaching the 90th minute on the one mode LED and Sportal scoreboard. As we've seen 2 goals very early on in the game. We've seen a goal very late on in the game. All going the way of West Torrens Birkalla. We're going along. Can Flinders grab something here? Won't it be a consolation at this point? Headed out. It's the goal scorer. Tara's on. Birkalla will certainly not say no to another goal if comes the case. Not sure how long we'll get stoppage time. Over the top. Opportunity here for Flinders as their forward shot off. In fact, it's going to stay in play. McDonald Hall gives chase, keeps it in. Goes one-on-one with Alan Ellie Simpson, and Simpson does ever so well. She's happy just to put the ball out for a throw in. Oh, looking for a flick on off the head of Porniotis. Flinders will look to grab something from this corner. Very late on. Kurosawa sets her defence up. She certainly wouldn't want to let one slip now. Headed on by Gray. It's going to be dealt with. Ball sent long. They come back. Birkalla have numbers flooding forward. Vanderwater does well. Here's Marathon. Pulled out. Actually ends up with the ball at her feet. She has Bilardo ahead of her. Plays Bilardo. Talia Bilardo does very well to hold it up. Here's Porniotis. Shut down very quickly. Does well. To find Dragani, who is offside. And referee calls it a close. Here at Jack Smith Park, it is West Torrens Birkalla who prevail, 3-0 winners over Flinders United. They rocket up into second place on the live ladder. Obviously, plenty of action still to come in the Apex Steel WNPLSA, as that moves them to 25 points. 1 point ahead of Salisbury Inter, who we do know still have to play League Heavyweights West Adelaide on Friday night. They're certainly not going to complain with that. As for Flinders United, they'll have to hit the deck again next week, as they'll take on the Football SA State squad. But they sit in that 10th place, unfortunately, on the 1 point. Plenty of action still to come in the Apex Steel WNPLSA this week. I'll run us through some of the fixtures. For round 12, Friday night, we have Adelaide University hosting Metro Stars at Service FM. We have Football SA State squad taking on Campbelltown. Also Friday night, which is a double header at Service FM Stadium. West Adelaide and Salisbury Inter is the one we're all going to want to watch. From Kilburn Sportsplex, it is first versus third currently, as West Torrens Birkalla have taken that second spot. And on Saturday, we've got Modbury Vista hosting Adelaide Comets to round out the round. Still quite a while away. as it is only Wednesday. I'm Anton Violi. Thank you very much for tonight as we close off. I'll see you next time.
Oh, coming up. Sorry.